are we doing tonight? Just a quick check-in from Cities and Suburbs, another video for you tonight. It is September the 6th, and the month is moving quick. How you guys doing? Tomorrow is Labor Day. In Russia, they call it May Day. The labor movement in the United States, you know. I've been studying a lot about this, you know. I mean, back in the 30s, you know, the minimum wage was like 25 cents an hour. Now the federal minimum wage, 2020, correct me and put it down below if I'm wrong, but I believe it's $7.25 an hour. Each state adjusts its minimum wage, if you will, in terms of, you know, what you're worth, what the job is worth, the skill level, those kind of things. So, however, people in this country work hard. This country returns, each worker returns, if you actually get some type of a benefit from your employment. And if you make a certain amount, you're entitled to some kind of compensation from the company, depending on their rules. If you're under 18 years old, you can't work in hazardous jobs. So many different labor laws in this country, but fair wages. And being said too, you know, with all that's going on, I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago that, you know, the female salaries are still well below the male salaries in this country. Let's just say that. So, well, let's acknowledge it. So anyway, other things going on besides COVID-19, Donald Trump, whatever. I mean, I stubbed my toe today, and it really hurt. But it's not really news. It was to me. It was kind of important to me, but I digress. I'm making a joke here. Louisiana is still recovering from a Hurricane Laura from over a week ago. Okay, it was the strongest windstorm, since 1856 in Louisiana. Now, we all remember Katrina and the poor response from the federal government, the poor response, whatever. This was sustained winds for 150 miles an hour. There's been 17 deaths. Now, this is since August 31st, so I'm sure that hopefully may have gone down, but we have to, again, kind of like COVID. You know, what's a COVID death and what's a death from asthma? I don't know, and I'm not being sarcastic here, but it's the truth. You have to do some fact finding, and but it's a terrible thing. So here we go, and we have that along with today. I went to pick up some breakfast, and just to let you know, we're the whole state of the country. So Louisiana and the hard-hit hurricane regions of the southeast United States, they're sitting ducks anyway. It's become worse and worse over the years. Global warming, I don't know what it is, but it just, I mean, you're really taking a chance, but you're also taking a chance when you live in California. You get the lightning strikes and lightning storms, and you go out into Oklahoma and you know, Tornado Alley, and you're up here in New England, and people say, well, I hate the cold weather. Man, you know, I look around from my corner. I'm broadcasting here. This video is from Charlton, Massachusetts. Little southwest in southern Worcester County, probably about 10 miles from the Connecticut border, northern Connecticut border. And I see all that, and I say, yeah, you know, it kind of sucks to be cold. It really does. Energy costs in the United States are incredibly high during, you know, the peak seasons, whether you're in Arizona, it's air conditioning, or Las Vegas or, you know. And by the way, I'm totally going off script tonight. I'm just checking in. Hopefully, you guys' temperature is the same reading as mine, which is WF, WTF, where the, yeah. Anyway, so there's just that is going on. And when you compile this virus that we can't figure out, vaccine coming to you soon in your area. We'll see what happens. But, so if you want to put some money somewhere, we got all these causes going up. Put some locally. Again, I said vote locally. Put some money locally. Send some food. Send to Louisiana, for instance. That whole Florida panhandle down there. They're struggling, so they could take whatever they could get. And so let's not forget each other, which is really easy to do because we're on our moral high ground and on our soapbox. But there's still real things, and I'm going to keep talking about those real things. Again, so I talked about the fake baseball. There's another real fake thing. Man, oh man, I listened to the Red Sox today on Sirius. Like I said, I could listen to the fake baseball on the radio because there's actually fans and you can't see them. But even the announcers, it's, I heard one announcer talking about what a lovely day it was in Labor Day. I think it was the Cleveland announcer for the Indians, and all those folks must be out on the boats on Lake Erie. But there's no one. The only reason you give the temperature is because you can relate to the people that are sweating in the stands. Not there. Restaurants, Plexi-Glass. Picked up some breakfast this morning. I had my mask on. She had her mask on. It was a delicious breakfast, by the way. Right across the street, I do endorse the Yankee Diner. Newly renovated, remodeled, right off there on Route 20, quarter mile, eighth of a mile away from 169, heading westbound on your left-hand side. And incredible breakfast. I got it for takeout, in and out. I was home in 15 minutes. It was awesome. But when I went in, obviously there was like 3 or 4 people. We were outnumbered by people who weren't wearing face masks because they were sitting in the stupid plexiglass booths, the cone of silence, if you will. You guys got to look up the cone of silence. If you're younger than I, and you should, because I was just a little boy when this Get Smart came out, but the cone of silence came down and no one could hear you. They could still hear you, okay? And so here we are. Protection from you and me, but we came in together. But so you're sitting here, right? Plexiglass, right? But right here's all open. It's totally stupid. I can't figure this out, man. And every day I wake up when it's supposed to be getting better, it just gets stupider and dumber and poor leadership. Jump, sit, squat, give me 20, don't give me 20, give me 10. I'm confused. So I just do my thing and just been doing more distancing lately than hanging out with people. So, but anyway, that being said, the Brimfield here in Charlton, the Brimfield Antique Show was canceled in May, July, and September. That is a big deal around here in Western Massachusetts. Thousands and thousands, millions of dollars, maybe countless dollars come to the Brimfield Antique Show. I mean, through the whole COVID thing, no disrespect, but I've been working through it, so it's been nice having quieter roads. Route 20, everybody knows when you get out to Brimfield, Route 19. It's locked and loaded out there in May, July, particularly this time of year. So But also, too, that also says that, so the Brookfield Antique Show is canceled for the fall. There's no surprise. Halloween's on the way. I haven't heard the official word on that, but I'm sure Halloween events have been scrapped. They should be scrapped. I mean, nothing is going to make them anything special, but also the Spencer Fair, the Leicester Harvest Festival, West Brookfield's Asparagus Festival, which is really cool, and the Brookfield's Longtime Apple Country Fair. Done. Comes from the Charlton Villager, gets mailed to the house. Also, too, just a note, if you're picking corn, I want to get a little hayseed with you. All right. I don't usually, when I buy corn from a farm stand, I usually don't chuck it in the fridge. Sometimes when you put things in, like tomatoes, you should not put tomatoes in the refrigerator. They're better at room temperature. Corn rules. Did you know that corn on the cob will lose 25% of its sugar content after just 6 hours of storage at room temperature? So as soon as it's picked, dump that sucker in the fridge. That's what I know right now, guys. So anyway, a quick little check-in from cities and suburbs, guys. And listen, tomorrow's Labor Day. Think about, we are a hard-working country. Reward yourself. Celebrate someone that works hard. And believe me, I like to work hard. And it's built the integrity in this country, really. And, and what I will say is, what integrity is are the things that you do when people are not looking.